Good evening, and welcome to the challenge of the European Student Film Festival. Thank you all for joining us around the world. All right, enough of that. It's great to have you guys. Welcome. We've got the challenge coming in right now, and I don't know who's going to take it. So we're going to have an audience award for the challenge, and that's where it's going to be. We're going to have input from the filmmakers, but it's going to be hard if they're not here. So we're still waiting on a couple things. Mirka and Tobias aren't here, but we can run it with ourselves. It's just the schools that count, right? So here we are. We've got 9 competitions coming. We are going to save the history for if we have time, but let's get right into the focused event. Now, I'd like to hear from you guys for a moment. What was the largest challenge with regards to pre-production? And don't just say coming up with an idea. All right, Solomon, I got you there. All right, that's right. All right, here we go. Would anybody? What group number? State your name, your occupation, why. All right, Indian James, thanks for volunteering. All right, what was the most difficult thing with coming up with your idea for your group?
All right. My name, JF.
All right, there we go. Anyone else want to go through it? Come on, there we go. Thank you.
Visual effects for us was a struggle.
It looked like you had some success with your visual effects.
Yeah, we did, but we had to cut it short because of some problems.
Rendering. Is an oversight. Look at these great faces in here. All right. Anybody else? Solomon.
Thank you. Getting our actors to do a decent job.
Getting your actors to do a decent job. What group number again? Group number? Group number? 8. Okay. And raise your hand if you were in group 8's film. All right. Acting. All right. Oh, you have experience in acting. Great. Okay, yeah. So another actor? Good. Thank you very much. Wow, without even a prompt.
So the problem that we had for a group. Okay. Hello. Should I?
Stand up, bro.
Okay. So a problem that we had with our group was that we didn't actually have like a well planned out script at the beginning, and then after we had to like work with that because we didn't have much time to actually sit down and write a script at the beginning of the first day. So that was a big issue.
Right. So script. I was actually surprised that there was even one script made. In the previous challenges, I don't even think there's been scripts. So that's actually a first for this. So I think that's really a positive thing that maybe it came from the workshops. What was one thing from the workshops that you feel anyone in here from any part of the team, any role that you utilized from any of the workshops? Yeah.
Great. Thank you. We had Ash, and he was our helper with the workshops, and like the part that he taught us about sound really helped a lot because he taught us how to use the microphones and stuff, and that really helped.
Excellent. So, is that something you're going to carry on into your future films? Yeah? Yeah. Is there a film that... What's one of your favorite films? Inception. Did sound play a role in Inception?
Yeah, like, for example, after the workshop, I think now I'm going to pay more attention to that detail, like sound, before I didn't really pay a lot of attention to it. But, yeah, like, there's not no part of it that I remember was bad.
Yeah, what was one of your favorite scenes? When they're in Paris. That's odd, huh? All right, a little shout out for Paris here. All right, and when they're walking through the streets and it starts to curl up. Yeah, it'd be interesting to think about how they actually did both the diegetic, non-diegetic Foley on that set. How did they go through that? How did they work through that process just for that scene and encapsulating the sound there? All right, great. Does anybody know that? So Ash does sound, right? I can talk about him because he's not here, right? Ash? All right, great. Known Ash for about 3 years. Ash just finished his master's in DTS sound technology up in Suffolk University, and at John Moores, and between John Moores and in Manchester, and they have the DTS, one of the DTS locations for the DTS studios, the Dolby Sound studios that are there, and he works with one of the top guys who presents at NAB. I want to. Anybody else take from sound how important sound is to them into their pieces? Yeah.
My group realized how important sound was because our sound files disappeared. And when when we were going back on the footage, we had some stuff was super clear, and then we couldn't hear not any of the dialogue, but it was so tuned down compared to actually what we recorded with external sound. And I think it's one of those things that unless you feel the difference, you don't realize how important it is to actually have good external sound going for you.
Well put. Thank you very much. Any of the teachers really feel like standing up in front of the world right now? There's 58 people out there. Brian, thank you. You're looking good tonight. Thank you very much, Brian, for coming up. What is something that you've noticed? You were here last year with the challenge. What is something that you noticed this year on behalf of all the groups?
Sure, I found this year, first of all, hi at home in Bucharest. Woo! This year, the students were extremely dedicated, and I loved how they put in right till like the late hours of the evening. There was one group out quite late at night, out in the field shooting with lights. Which group was that?
In the field with lights.
Yeah. And as I was waiting back at the dorm, I saw students coming in throughout the night, some covered in makeup and fake blood and all these different things, and just great dedication over the weekend overall.
All right. Thank you, Brian. Mr. Parnell for everybody out there. Okay, sound. So we've talked about sound, how important that is. How anybody in here for the first time was using an external recorder not connected to the actual camera? Raise your hands high. Let me go through. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 73 people. All right, so anybody have any comments on that in post? Any recommendations? So you've put one of your challenges up there. Anyone else with a challenge with the external recorder? Working with the external recorder? Yeah, good. All right. Excellent. Which workshop were you in? You were in David's, right? Okay, yeah. But you knew how to act. Yeah, all right. Good. Hopefully. Okay, any other workshops besides sound that you want to talk about that came forth in the challenges? Well, we're still waiting for people. Thank you.
All right, well, we were in the workshop with Ash as well, and he talked pretty in-depth about the framing, and I think that we put that into practice with our film, and it really added to the level of our film, for sure.
Good, so framing. I know some other workshops talked about framing, because I worked with some of the workshop leaders before. Anybody in Liv's class? Liv's class. Did she go about framing? Mm-hmm. She did?
She also talked about the long shot and the tracking shot.
Tracking shot.
Yeah.
You want to give us a little bit about that? Well, how is that important? How we can use it? Or, what's the insurance that brings in for taking in the long shot?
Well, sometimes you don't need to have that many cuts, so a long shot is helpful. And we saw some examples on the board, and we tried to.
Right. What was one of the examples?
Wait, do you remember?
Wolf of Wall Street.
I do.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Boogie Nights, Wolf of Wall Street,
Yeah.
Children of Men, Goodfellas. Yeah. All right. Great. Those are the standards for all of us film teachers. Anybody film teachers have a long take that we don't use as standard? I guess it's just Paul left. Hello, Paul. There's a long take that you remember that is outside the main time, as Liv was talking about long takes. Selena wants to get in there. Outside of the ones that we were said, but I'm pulling you off on the moment here. Is there a long take in film history that really stands out for you?
Yeah, the Touch of Evil one.
Nice. All right.
It's a pretty special one. I mean, I know people talk about it a lot, but it's pretty hard to do back then. Other long shots in history? Yeah, Hitchcock was a bit of a master. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, any long shot by him was fairly impressive. Yeah. Anything?
I'm not a film teacher, and this isn't a historical movie, but there's a recent one, Victoria, and the entire movie is one long shot. It's unbelievable. Do you know it? 2015, I think it was just last year. The entire movie was one big long shot, and at the end there's a really emotional scene that the actress just had to nail. And if she didn't, they would have had to start again. It was unbelievable. I recommend everybody watches it.
All right. All right. Any other long shots? Anything else with going with Liv? Great. Excellent.
There was a long shot of Birdman, which wasn't exactly a long shot, but still, most of them were long.
Most of them were long shots.
Even though they were like hidden, yeah, but still they were long.
All right. Excellent. Good with Birdman. We have a historical setting. If you want to go to the website, you can look back at past challenges, and the one that won the audience award last year was a Birdman-influenced long shot. That was actually shot by Tobias. He probably, since he's not here, I can talk about him, and we can go through that. So yeah, there's been some influence. Did anybody in the challenges take any influence from any recent films or films in history in their challenges? Did you bring that in? Anyone? Anyone? We got someone over here. Ready? What was the inspiration for your challenge?
For editing purposes, I used some effects from Iron Man. Yeah, when their faces heat up. Yeah, I applied.
Do you like Iron Man?
Yeah, but not as much as him.
What? Yeah, I like Iron Man.
Excellent. Thank you for the insight. Any other inspirations coming out of the challenge films? Yeah, there we go. Solomon, thank you very much.
It was kind of in the middle of our film. We decided to go for more of a Charlie Chaplin kind of take and like silent movie kind of feel to it.
Just in the middle as a transition.
Yeah, we made it like black and white and had like the cards and everything.
Okay. On that, have you looked at the challenge films from Paris 2012? All right, there's a fantastic one called The French Off. If we have time later, John Louis will have to go into the history, back into the archives. It's called French Off. Yeah. In 2012, when we were in Paris, they were given a baguette and a beret. There was no cliche attached to that. Is there? Paris, can you confirm or not confirm baguette, beret, cliche or not?
I mean, for the baguette, I don't think that that's a cliche. Everyone buys that, but for a beret, not many people wear that in Paris. Like,
You're in the wrong part of Paris.
yeah, they do.
All right, okay. I'll let you guys settle that between yourselves. All right, just settle down, okay? Thank you very much. All right, any other of the challenge films? We've heard from Liv's challenge group. We've heard from Ash's. Anybody from David's group want to talk about something that they feel? So if Mr. Gearson's in the room, I don't think he is yet. He's not here, you guys. If he wasn't here, you could say anything. What do you feel that's something to come to? Glenn, thank you very much. Take that.
Yeah, we were in his class, and what we were doing was trying to take some emotions from the past and try to show him on, basically show him on screen. And I think it really helped me throughout the movie because I was acting, so I tried what he taught.
Is that something you feel that you can use in your future pieces?
I don't want to be an actor, but...
Are you sure, man? You're in the challenge film. You've got a couple credits on your name. I mean, why stop there? Okay. As everything else will be as well. Thank you very much for that deep thought, Gleb. All right, anybody else coming from David's workshop going through and wanted to bring that into their piece, into the challenge or something that would take away? Great. Excellent. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Oh, it was just... Oh, you want to get in? Do you want to come on up? Mr. Iron Man. All right, come. It's all right. Okay, any other workshops? So Dan's workshop. Anybody else going through something that worked into that piece? Dan's group going through? Anyone? You guys just want to watch some challenge films? All right. Are Mirka and Tobias, are they here yet? All right, we'll have to run with it. Okay. So yeah, they were here. We're going to go through it. Okay, so let's get started. There is going to be an audience award. You will decide that at the end of this as well. We are going to flash some screenshots of the 22 films that were put forward. You've seen them all. You're all together. You're going to receive a piece of paper and hopefully a writing instrument. I think we have one between the 70 of us. And we are going to mark. You could just maybe punch a hole. Please, no hanging shots. And we will vote on the audience awards for two things. Now, when the challenge award goes, I know a lot of us are in groups of 4 or 5, and we really are passionate about, I know group 2 is going to be like, oh yes, we want to vote for group 2. Everybody's going to that. So you're going to put 2 numbers on your audience award slip. So you're going to put, you can vote for 2. You don't even have to vote for yourself, but just in case you do, you're going to vote for someone else as well. And we're going to take through that. Everybody understand the rules? Okay. So you're going to receive that. At the end of this, we're going to go in there. We're going to have a little mingling moment, talk about things, get excited before the final award ceremony arrives. Okay, great. Questions? John Louis, lights, camera, action.